Top 10 things to do in Zakynthos, Greece. I find it a bit funny when people visit Zakynthos and complain about lack of things to do. Are you kidding me? Zakynthos is one of the most exciting places in the world, and not having a lot of fun there translates to two things. You're not an outgoing person, or you just don't know where to go. That's just it. If you fall under the second category, then this video is just for you. Welcome to your favorite, Travelmoji, your exclusive boarding pass to travel the world. So if you have Zakynthos on your bucket list, then I advise you to stick around till the end of this video. There is no way I'm letting you have a dull Zakynthos vacation. Number 10. Visit Gerakas Beach. One of the most beautiful beaches in Zakynthos, Gerakas Beach boasts a western-facing arc of golden sand and crystal-clear blue waves. Behind the shore, there are steep, sandy hills with ends made of rockier material. A spectacular promontory with red and white layered naked granite can be seen when facing south. The naturalists preferred this more isolated end, given that loggerhead sea turtles utilize the beach as a nesting location. A portion of Gerakas Beach has been fenced off. Early summer is when these critters mate, and the high season is when the eggs usually hatch. You may see hundreds of baby turtles making their way from the beach to the sea if you wake up early enough. That alone promises to be one interesting experience. Number 9. Byzantine Museum. The Byzantine Museum is a collection of Byzantine and post-Byzantine religious art from all around the island, housed in an arcade townhouse on Solomo Square that faces the sea. There are frescoes, icons, and wood sculptures from the Byzantine era. However, the museum also houses numerous other liturgical artifacts from the 15th to the 17th century, including paintings, vestments, crucifixes, and more. Some of these were made elsewhere and brought to Zakynthos when it was ruled by the Ottoman Empire. In other places, you may see a scale model of the city and black and white pictures of how Zakynthos was before the devastating earthquake in 1953. Number 8. Go see Kerry Caves. Guests may arrange a boat cruise down the island's far southern indented coastline at the south coast communities of Limni, Kiriou, Agiosostis, and Laganas. Small sea caves and man-made arches can be found at the base of the 300-meter-tall white cliffs. The sea has a brilliance due to the purity of the water and the sun shining on the white cliffs, and the boat will lower a ladder for you to swim in at one. Don't be deceived though, it would surprise you to hear that the water is at least 20 meters deep at the base of the cliffs when you swim into the caverns to take a look around. The caves are frequently a stop on marathonese turtle spotting expeditions. Number 7. Marathonese. Because it serves as a loggerhead sea turtle hatchery, this islet in Laganas Bay to the south of Zakynthos is frequently referred as Turtle Island. Because of this, Marathonese is uninhabited, and in the summer, travelers must clear the sandy beach to the north before dusk, so the turtles can come ashore to lay their eggs. You can board glass-bottom turtle spotting cruises to the island in the southern harbors of Limni, Kiriou, and Laganas. You'll have a high chance of seeing one or two due to the water's clarity. You will have up to an hour on the island to swim, sunbathe, and enjoy a picnic in the pristine environment. Number 6. Agios Dionysios Church. The relics of Saint Dionysius, the patron saint of the island, have been maintained at this church at Zakynthos town's arbor since 1717. On August 24th, the day of his patron saint, his reliquary is paraded through the town, and every day just before noon, the sarcophagus is open for worshippers. This church was rebuilt in 1948 after the former structure was destroyed by an earthquake in 1893, and it was one of the few structures still standing in 1953. The walls and burial vault of the St. Dionysius are ornamented with murals in the traditional Neo-Byzantine style, including the Panagia of the Madonna and Child Jesus in the apse. 4 pieces by renowned 18th century painter Nikolaos Koutouzis are on display in the church museum. Number 5. Explore Zakynthos town. The capital of Zakynthos is located on the east coast of the island, spanning in a broad arc along the moderately sloping shores of a bay. The 1953 earthquake destroyed many of its neoclassical structures, but its paved walkways and squares are still a delight to stroll through because they are lined with bakeries, cafes, boutiques, and jewelry shops. The main church of the community, Agios Dionysios, which holds the relics of the community's patron saint, was rebuilt in 1954 and dates to 1708. Go up the village of Bohali, 2.5 kilometers away, to the abandoned Venetian castle, nestled in a park with pine trees, for breathtaking views of the city and the port. This attraction was also largely destroyed by the earthquake, but you can still see the main gate, bearing Lion of St. Mark, the symbol of Venice, the outer walls and battlements. Number 4. Check out Kalamaki Beach. Located in the eastern portion of the Kalamaki is one beach that surely deserves every bit of the hype. It is simply breathtaking and very well kept as it is in a national park. The beach's golden sand is immaculate and it slopes gently into the warm, clear waters. As the sea is so calm and shallow in this bay, you can see swimmers hundreds of meters off the shore. Due to the protected status of the coastline, tourist development is kept undercover and away from the beach. There is only one bar that offers sun loungers and parasols for rent. Number 3. Sigia Sulphur Beach. Even though Sigia Sulphur Beach has a slight eggy scent to it, it is still stunning. The white pebble beach is tucked away in a secluded cove and is surrounded on 3 sides by sheer cliffs, so wear appropriate footwear. It is accessible by descending a rocky incline. Here, the water is pretty lovely, especially in the middle of the day when the light is directly overhead and the pebbles shine. As soon as you enter the water, you can smell the sulfur that builds in the mud. Sulfur bathing is thought to offer medical benefits, including the ability to treat skin conditions and ease joint and muscular discomfort. The source of the sulfur is a spring that is visible in a little fissure in the cliff's wall. The water around it becomes a little bit hazy as it pours out as a milky white liquid with a distinct odor. The beach is situated on the northeastern coast of the island. Although it consists of several separate beaches in a row, the one on the northern end is the most attractive. The best way to get there is via automobile, though you can try taking a combination of public transportation, a cab, and then another bus if you're coming from Zakynthos town. Number 2. Blue Caves. The Blue Caves are similarly only accessible by sea, and tours there leave from the little arbor at Skinari in the far north of Zakynthos. You'll be floating through a spectacular network of sea tunnels and naturally occurring arches made of limestone in no time. The name of these formations is not coincidental because the interaction of the sun and the white limestone gives the water a color that can only be described as milky blue. You're welcome to go in and take a swim, and don't be startled if you notice that your skin appears ghostly beneath the water's surface. Number 1. Navajo Shipwreck Cove. There is a cove surrounded by spectacular white limestone cliffs northeast of Zakynthos. The MV Panagiotis, a container ship that ran around in 1980, lies rotting under them on the beautiful beach. Two methods exist for taking in this breathtaking natural sight. Driving or taking a tour bus will get you to Navajo Beach View, where you may line up to see what is arguably the island's most famous view, the shipwreck and the cove's deep, glistening blue ocean. If you want to go by sea independently, you can charter your own vessel or join a sightseeing cruise from Porto Vromi, Agios Nikolaos port near Volims, or Zakynthos town on the east coast. If you don't mind crowds, you can sunbathe on the beach, swim in the ethereal water, marvel at the cliffs, and explore the wreck.